This video is to introduce to you and talk to you about how to use the Midas audio mixer within the gallery room. I know we have a lot of dials on here that we can adjust and change things around. These are all set up at the moment to be used specifically with the TV studio to create and adjust audio content over to the Vision mixer behind us. So I'm going to talk through the main ones. First one, you really don't need to worry about these. These are the bus ones, the DSAs. You do not need to use these at all, so forget about those for today. The main ones you're going to worry about, these 8. They are set up as inputs 1 to 8. So we have 4 microphone sockets here, which are for XLR that are in the TV studio. Then we have 4 of our radio mics, which are used in the TV studio too, and you would adjust them all individually as and when you need to. Okay, so that's your radio mics, that's your XLRs. We're not using any today, so those are all flat at the moment, and these are about average position just for us to test when we come to doing any production. Now there are 8, but we can change these from being 8 to be another set. In order to change this set from the 8 that are preset at the moment, we come over here, fader level, this box just here. Now if we want to change this to be using the microphone that is actually in this gallery room, so if you wanted to do your own audio recording in here, you can use this microphone just here. In order to use it, you click on inputs 9 to 16, and then you'll see that the one active one is channel 16. So when we switch it over to inputs 9 to 16, you'll see straight away that we have mic gallery channel 16, which is this microphone just here. And obviously I can adjust the level so it doesn't come through. So that is inputs 9 to 16. Gives me this specific microphone here. Now you also will need to be using external audio recordings and getting them in position ready to be sent to the Vision mixer at key points. We use a USB stick for this case. We can use SD cards at the back, but we'll stay with the USB. In order to activate and to use the USB, we click on View. Immediately comes up with a sort of old school sort of tape player type thing, but it's obviously digital. There is no actual analog recordings here, of course. And you can see it says stop, play, rewind, fast forward, reload, and play track. I mean, you can scroll through the tracks. I have 2 tracks on here at the moment, and if I wish to be playing those audio tracks through the Vision mixer, I have to come here, aux in USB. Click on that, and when you click on aux in USB, you'll see the audio levels for 3 tracks automatically change it. So if I just click now back to inputs 1 to 8, it goes back to my radio mic positions, around about 5 at the moment. But if I click back onto aux in USB, these are your USB audio recordings that you've got preloaded, and it is stereo, so left and right, so obviously keep them exactly the same and bring your levels up and down. Next to that we have aux 6. This is the audio recording coming from the videos that are set up over on the computer, so it's a direct audio in from the computer. So I would recommend you have your audio recordings set in an order that are very easy to find and to scroll through. I only have one here at the moment, and I want to play it. I just literally press.
And what does that make me? A double agent?
It makes you an American capitalist.
So I'll just pause it for a moment there. So I've talked about the different inputs that can be chosen along on these. Now I'm going to point out the most important one of all. This, of course, is your master. It controls, whoops, bit of feedback. It controls the audio level for anything on here and on here if we were using them. So this is extremely important to make sure you have your audio level on your master set. And if in doubt, you can turn it down if you can't get to the correct one. But this one you should be set at your master level at all times and be very aware of it. We can see our audio levels pinging just there. So sensibly, that is this lovely mixer. I would advise not to go in and change things over because it is set up for doing audio from the TV studio, and I would recommend you do not change these settings, but keep them as they are. Whilst you're working on the audio mixer, you will have to be wearing headphones at all times. This is to ensure that you can control the audio levels that are coming from your mixing desk going over to the Vision mixer at all times. So this is extremely important that you use your headphones at all times. Also in the TV studio, the audio coming from the Vision mixer is also being fed live to the speakers that are built within this gallery room, so that anybody in here working with you, the director, the producer and the Vision mixer, can hear the audio levels at the same time too. These are our radio mics. I'm holding radio mic number 4. As I said, we have 4 of them, and I'm just going to show you briefly how to use them. If you flip this panel just here, you can see we've got 2 batteries, 2 AA's opposing each other. Obviously there's an indication inside how to use that. Let's close that. To turn them on, you press the on switch just there on the left. Comes on like that, fine. Then plug in the actual microphone into the top. Oh, so there you go, bit of the feedback. And straight away you can hear we've got a radio mic connected. And that radio mic is number 4 right here, which I can obviously bring down or bring up depending on the level. So that's radio mic number 4 plugged in. And as an example, next shall we turn on radio mic number 2. Radio mic number 2. There you go, and that's working as well, absolutely fine. Now you'll see on the board just there that I've turned on 2 microphones, both clearly indicating that it has a signal coming from both of them, and it's a strong signal. You can see the ones on the left which have no microphones, and it will stay red until you connect in another microphone. It's also showing me how much battery each of the radio mics has as well, which is extremely useful. You can see that they both have their own channels and their own frequency that has been set up. So let's please not adjust those at all, because we'd have to reset them all up each time. So one of them is 611.5 megahertz. The other one is 617.00 megahertz. Different channels, different feeds, so they obviously do not clash with each other.